Thank you. And we are live. Hi, Christie.
Hi, Kristin. How are you today?
I'm doing so great. I'm so excited to bring Archangel Uriel messages and channeled healings with him. I'm very excited. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great too. I saw you walking in the sunshine before we got live, and it's like this is just a picture here, but I was walking my dog out in the sun. It just is beautiful here today. I love it.
Yeah, it is very beautiful. It is very hot here in Texas, but I just
Hot here
love being
too.
outside. Yeah, so I'm just by this beautiful tree, get some shade for our healing. So if you're watching the replay or you're watching live and you want to comment below, we would love to do a channeled healing. We're going to bring in channeled healing, but we can also bring in a message directly for you. And if you're watching the replay, you can comment below and let us know how you felt, any questions, or how you work with Archangel Uriel.
Oh,
We would love
sorry.
to know.
Oh,
It's okay. It's okay.
my phone
Some things
rang.
happen. We like technology.
It's in
It
the
is
other room,
okay.
but it's went off.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, why
Okay.
don't you
So
start? Sorry.
sorry. Yeah, so I think that we're going to start building a healing container before we actually bring in messages and the healing. And so if you're ready, Christy, we can start creating that and then we can get into calling in the angels and messages.
Okay, ready.
Okay, awesome. So if whoever is watching, if you feel called to drop into your heart space, take a nice deep breath in, inhale, exhale. Actually feel called to do this as a count of three. So inhale, exhale. And one more time. Inhale, exhale. I just noticed like the energy of the earth coming in through our feet, our channels, just grounding out anything that does not serve and just really grounding us and clearing our channels, coming up from our feet into our roots, going all the way up into our stellar gateway at the perfect pace for you. And then I'm going to call down the ascension grid, connection to source creator, universe, God, whichever name you use. We're just connecting to the top part of our heads with that beautiful golden flush. And I see it going around our bodies, almost like our higher self is coming down, the highest versions of us, to receive this healing, these messages, guidance, and love. I invoke Archangel Raphael, guardian of the East, and I clear out anything in the way of my throat or my channeling. I meet it with love and I release it with light. Anything in the way of this healing or channel, I release you with ease. I evoke Archangel Raphael, guardian of the East, guardian of air, healer, magician, angel. Can you please be with us and hold space in the east part of our circle, the east part of our field? I see like the air beings and also dragons and dragonflies, like the winged animals. Could be different for everyone, but I welcome you in with love and gratitude. Thank you. And the wind just like picked up. Beautiful. And then I invoke Archangel Michael, guardian of the South, guardian of fire, warrior, protector, angel. Can you please be with us and ground the space, build a healing container, clearing out anything in the way of us receiving this beautiful healing and divine messages? Actually see him working on our hearts, opening our hearts to receive the the front and the back, and kind of working on our grounding. So thank you so much. Very grateful for you. And then I invoke Archangel Gabriel, Archangel of the West, Archangel of Water, Divine Messenger Angel. Can you please be with us and hold space in the west part of our circle, the west part of our field, bringing in divine codes, divine messages. I see like a white stream of codes, almost like that beautiful purification kind of wrapping around our bodies, like where our higher self energy is. And then I see like this white energy wrapping all around our fields, our throats, our sacral. Thank you so much for being here for us. And then I invoke Archangel Uriel, guardian of the north, guardian of the physical earth plane, illuminator. Can you please be with us and complete the circle as we step fully into our healing container and welcome in our guides and angels of 100% light? And I just see them like instantly grounding our bodies, our feet, just really helping to release anything that no longer serves. And then I invoke Archangel Metatron, guardian of the central sun, bringing your Merkaba and balancing our chakras, our meridians, and bringing our energies into balance, clearing out any anxiety, worry, collective energy, doubt, other people's energy. I see like other people's projections, fear, almost like subconscious energy from others being released. Also see energy from the sacral being grounded and anchoring into our heart and our higher heart. And then I invoke Archangel Sandalphon from the crystalline earth grid, connecting us each of us into the highest earth grid that is available for our energy fields, disconnecting us from the previous one and upgrading our fields and grounding to connect into the earth. I see cords being released for a lot of us, for our feet, fear, emotions, heaviness, exhaustion. And it's bringing an awareness of how you may have felt like you were grounding, but it's just kind of bringing a little spotlight. I see Uriel coming in with his illuminator as well as bringing that spotlight of the grounding or why we feel like, why we tend to leave the body to not be as grounded as we could be. And so I'm very grateful for our teams, calling in our teams in spirit, the galactics, the angels, as our space is open. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. I feel light. I feel like I'm like in this bubble of comfort and love. Like I feel good right now.
Yeah, it feels beautiful. I do feel like there's a lot of clearing at the back of the heart chakra going on with that. And then you talk about the grounding. For me, it feels like there's a lot that's being cleared out, especially on the feminine side of the root chakra, and a lot clearing out on the just feminine side in general. But then I also felt beautiful lightness in the crown.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you. So we could start bringing in Uriel. I know that he's like the focus of it. So if you want to start talking about him, and then we can bring in his healing energy.
Yeah, I love that you work with Archangel Uriel. I don't do it. I don't do it a lot. It's some of the meditations I listen to, like with Archangel Uriel coming in, and I've asked Archangel Uriel to help with my crown chakra, and I definitely felt that there. But when we decided to talk about Archangel Uriel today, I felt really, really called to look up a little more information, and the colors black, I wear black and gold and red, and I don't wear a lot of red. I'm just not a red person. But I felt like when I went on a walk with my dog, like she kept bringing me past red flowers, or oh, there's a fire hydrant right here, red stop sign, a red car drives by, and for some reason it really felt like you call him like illuminator, who's really trying to get my attention to pay attention to colors. And then when in my meditation, sometimes I see red, and sometimes it's a dragon, or sometimes it's the root chakra. But sometimes I think it is Archangel Uriel trying to get my attention with the red aspect. So and now I'm going to be able to tune into that a little more and be able to feel when he's here.
Oh, I love that. And I love it's like how we focus on, it's more about like as we're setting the intentions, we want to connect into this guide. They're going to be bringing us things that we resonate with them. So it's like the signs and synchronicities are going to be different for everyone, but
Yeah,
it's like it's your knowing that makes that the sign. It's your knowing that makes that connection. It's the intentions that you're setting that is guiding you forward to connect into Archangel Uriel or an angel or your guides. It's all about you. It starts with you and your intention, and then it
absolutely.
leads you forward. And I love red. Like to me, red's like about passion, excitement, joy, spark, like that fire within that, it's like a light. It's very powerful and it's very clearing, very transformative.
Yes, beautiful. These are some red stones I've been holding. They're very very grounding. I dropped the carnelian. That's another great
Uh,
red stone to bring in that grounding, but a little bit of that fiery energy.
Yeah, I love carnelian. So one way that I work with Uriel, I work with a lot of like the masculine parts because angels you can work with a feminine or the masculine, and Uriel kind of shows up as a more of a masculine. That's how I work with him, and he shows up a lot when I with my business, with action, with kind of getting organized within my business. That's one way that I call upon him. Like I would really want to meet these goals. I set this. I call upon him and Metatron. And then another way that he shows up is to heal my masculine, bring in illumination. And since we set the intention that we were going to work with him this week, he actually came to me and started bringing more recognition into healing at a deeper level of the root. And actually, now as I'm saying that, it's like when you're talking about the color red, that's the root chakra. That's
Yeah,
like the root of it all. And lately, as I've been doing healings or even having clients, I've been noticing a lot of us just want to stay at that surface level. We want to pull the leaves off of the tree, but ultimately, because that's the lattice, that's what's coming up. Like there's the irritations, these patterns are showing up in the reality, or it's showing up in my relationships. But what Uriel and I've been feeling really called to dive into is the root. Where is the root stemming? If we were to peel back all these layers of the things that are going on, where's the root? And Uriel's really good at bringing illumination, bringing it into awareness. And a lot of us don't want to go down to the root. We don't want to see that dark shadow. We don't want to like go down to that painful past of our inner child or where we've internalized something or those deep rooted issues. But I feel like he is so good at bringing it up into such a way that we are able to do that. But it's so fulfilling because we're able to overcome all of these things at such a faster rate because we're able to move the root issue instead of just cutting off like the branches of a tree. We're uprooting the main the tree, which could be the illuminating what is wanting to be healed and expressed and revealed. So that's how he's been kind of showing up for me. It's like getting to the root, getting to the deep, healing the deep, knowing, like illuminating it. And then as it's doing that, it's able to come up and then just flow out instead of kind of spinning my wheels and cutting off little things here and there. So
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, I'm an acupuncturist, and one of the principles of acupuncture, we don't just stick a needle in to relieve symptoms. There's the root and the branch. So we treat the branch to help people feel better when they leave. Like if my shoulder hurts, we want the shoulder to feel better. But what sometimes there's internal organs or another pathway there, or something going on with the hip or the knee that we need to heal so the shoulder doesn't keep going out again. So yeah, the root's very important. And when I'm doing energy healings on people, something will show up, and for me it's just like I feel it in my body and I see some colors. I'm like, okay, well, what do we need to do to clear this? And often I'll ask, okay, what's at the root of this? That's perfect. We should ask what's in the root. So now I'll bring Archangel Uriel help me when I'm asking to like, what's at the root of this? So, and it illuminates for me in my reading, like, ooh, we need to do this to clear it. So I love this.
I love that. I love that. I mean, it makes complete sense because with acupuncture, your body, it's like, okay, so you have a pain in your arm, but yeah, where is this coming from? I love that. And yeah, he's been really kind of coming through, and it's been very transformative. And it's, to me, it's very, it's fulfilling, because it's like whenever you get to that root cause, you're like, wow, I can understand myself better because I have been holding this and I can see how it's affected my life and my choices and how it affects my physical body, my mental body. And to me, it's been very fulfilling to dive in and actually going back to the red, it's like it's driving my passion forward because I'm seeing actual growth. And so I love how like the color, I can actually see like the red and the yellow because it's like driving that, sparking that passion when you're illuminating those things, those core wounds, but also those core like gifts that we have, that we could be, that we're integrating and using, and how can we use it to drive us forward. So I actually love that. That's awesome.
Beautiful. Let's see. Is anybody, I just want to check. Anybody here?
Yeah, check to see if anyone, and then we could dive into bringing in his energy and seeing how everyone else can feel his energy and what comes in.
Okay. Well, if you'd like, I have cards. Kristin's out and about, but she can channel too. If anybody wants personal, just say something in the chat. Would you want me to? I can pull a card, and you could channel a message just for like the collective, the group.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. You're not going to believe this. Dragonfly spirit. We've been talking about dragonflies.
So beautiful.
And I was telling Kristin before we
right
got
there.
on that when I was walking my dog, I saw a dragonfly on my way home. I'm like, oh, look at the dragonfly. And then Kristin saw it too dancing. So change. So the dragonflies telling us when there's change going on in our lives, transformation, because they're like a frog or like a butterfly. They start out on one stage. I believe they start out like living in the water, and then they transform into a beautiful dragonfly. And then it's very air. Oh, air. I pulled a card earlier from Astro Tarot deck, and the card was air. Dragonflies like fly in the air, very airy and light. So something going on with that, as well as the grounding.
I love that. And I feel like a message on that is like opening our channels, being open to the wisdom, like, just kind of surrendering and allowing in like that beautiful wisdom. Because for me, dragonflies are all about like flow and then wisdom. They're ancient beings, they've been here millions of years and they're very resilient. So beautiful. I love dragonflies.
Me too. Perfect.
Well, thank you. We should call their spirit in. So if you want to get to the healing, I'm going to close my eyes, taking a nice deep breath. Kind of just been deep breathing out here. So just really going into your breath. Surrendering to the beautiful healing and feeling safe. We're surrounded by angels, our guides. And so I'm going to call in the Archangel Uriel transmission. I can feel it like on the masculine side, but then also it's coming down the feminine. So it's like starting at the masculine and going to the feminine and bringing in that balance. Actually see it like coming from the front and then going towards the back as well. So like going all around our fields, helping us to feel safe to receive this activation, within the root chakra, our solar plexus, our crown, our heart, allowing ourselves to expand and feel the strength, the confidence that we are as a high level being. He's coming in to bring in divine messages, but also to spotlight our higher self, bringing in confidence. And on the other side of that is like, where have we given away our truths? Where have we accepted something that is not our truths? Where have we just played small or have accepted less than? And he's bringing awareness to this. So therefore, we release it and we stand into our soul's aligned pathway. It's like I see him like opening up a doorway that we can walk into as we leave the past behind. We send it love, but we step forward in our soul's alignment with ease. I see the color orange now in our sacral. Actually, it looks like the sun as well, like the just a high level of the sun, the central sun. I see Metatron here as well, Michael, kind of bringing in their energies here to bring in the balance. And then our Akashic records, this is like clearing up in the records. For each one of us, our Akashic records is coming through as they kind of open up a timeline and a pathway for us to step forward. We let go of the past. We let go of fear and we bring in confidence. I do feel like some will be in that contemplative stage, that questioning stage, that like what if stage. And what he's doing is you can call upon him to help bring it into illumination to see like the root cause of the questioning, of the doubt, of the confusion, of the to bring in clarity. And now I see the color pink for our hearts, going to our heart chakra. It's like the divine feminine energy balancing out all of this energy here. I actually see a clearing for some, just saw some energy being cleared here. Feels a lot lighter, of like not feeling supported, of where you were didn't allow in the support due to certain factors. But I do feel like that the angels are bringing in this awareness. I just see like I see cherubim angels, seraphim angels actually. Very beautiful. Lots of love, lots of support here. So I'm going to pass it over to you, Christie, as this energy circulates and anchors in at the highest level, and the higher selves are coming in now too.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you. When you first brought in Archangel Uriel, there was this blip of light on the left, right above the left crown, like, ooh, like really lit up. And then it was bringing blue light in. I'm like, that's curious. We're talking about all these other colors. Like, what's with the blue? And then the red was surrounding it. It looked like a beautiful blue flower, and the red was surrounding it. And I realized Archangel Uriel was helping to very like gently and safely like bring down this blue energy. I felt a really nice, and like your voice is so beautiful and you're just very peaceful, and I felt like the energy was going along with that all the way down to my root chakra. So I think there's some blue for somebody like me, but I also believe somebody in the audience or listening, there's blue of like some divine truth, or maybe even some galactic knowledge that's coming down. And Archangel Uriel is really helping to be able to like bring it all the way safely down and to root it. And then for some reason, I had brought up like shoulder before as an example, and I feel a lot of pressure behind my right shoulder and pulling down. So somebody might be holding a lot of tension in their shoulder, but now as I'm talking about it, it is releasing. And then there's some more tension in my back, but that's loosening up too. So just some past issues people have had where they're holding a lot of tension is releasing. That's beautiful.
Thank you. I don't know, I just felt like this instant burst of joy, like as you finished saying that, like I feel like the angels are here supporting us, like really up leveling the fields now and just bringing in like joy, the energies of love, joy, fulfillment. And as all of that release, like I just feel excitement really is like now what I'm feeling is like joy and excitement. Thank you for sharing that. That was beautiful. I definitely felt like that release while you were speaking and like, just to kind of how I feel it when I'm tapping in, it's like that joy and excitement for the days to come right now, being grateful, connecting with your angels, like finding the joy in the small things of life, the big things in life, like just really connecting into joy, the essence of fulfillment, excitement. And I feel like that's what they're bringing in for us now. So I want to say thank you so much for our guides and angels, for you,
Thank you.
Christy, and for every guide and angel that has brought in their beautiful energy or their presence. I'm very grateful. And the dragonflies, I'm like, oh, the dragonflies are ding ding, like and the beautiful dragonflies.
Oops, they disappeared.
They're holding space for us. So I'm very
Yes.
grateful.
Well, thank you. And so
Thank you so
again, in 2
much.
weeks, and this time, well, we think we'll do this again this on a Monday at lunchtime in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I'm actually going to anchor in all this energy and then separate the energies, our higher self to kind of fill our energies back up. Fill our energies back up as we separate from the circle with love and ground the circle into the earth for healing. And so, thank you so much. I enjoyed this. And if anyone's watching on the replay, you can watch as many times as you like. The healing will always meet you where you're at. And we also offer healings together or individual if you ever want to just connect in and we can dive in and bring healing and divine messages for you. So, I see you
Yes, thank
guys
you.
next time.
Okay, bye-bye. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye.